Hello, I'm back. Full cam. What's up? I've fumbled around with my mic settings, so I hope it sounds better. Because I don't know. I've been having mic audio issues every time, whether that be my mic goes to the wrong output or that it goes to like that when I mute, it doesn't actually mute. So I think I fixed it. Finally. Um, so, and also I put like so it doesn't peak anymore because it really peaked last night when I was playing um Little Witch in the Woods when I was rewatching it. So hopefully it doesn't do that anymore. Anyways, today I'm probably not gonna be live for that long. Ultimately, I'm probably gonna play maybe 2 games of Super Auto Pets just because I have a lot. Well, I don't have a lot going on. I just don't feel like waking up super late tomorrow. Cause I didn't wake up until like almost 1 o'clock essentially. Like I woke up early but I went to sleep and I didn't wake up until uh like 1 o'clock essentially. And today I think what I want to do personally, I think I want to play I think I want to do a react, just one react. Just see how it goes. We're just trying something out. I just want to try it out because what you don't know about me is I am a criminal to a criminal extent. Um, Video hoarder. I have many playlists across like my 2 different accounts on YouTube that have over 1,000 each, and one of them has 2,000 videos in them that I have not watched. So eventually, one day I want to do essentially I want to do like a subathon. Essentially, not really subathon, but like some kind of marathon that like I go through and I had to watch every single video in my playlist, beginning to end, and we can't stop or leave until I finish. But that's like way in the future. So, but for today, there's this one video that I'm thinking about watching just because it looks like it'd be spicy. It's gonna be interesting a bit. Um, is this Barbie review movie, and they're talking about how much they dislike specifically Barbie Island Princess. What you don't know about me is, and what most people probably have been raised on, is that I was raised as a Barbie household. So you have your Barbie households and you have your Brat households. And to be fair, I was a little bit of both. However, I was more of a Barbie child. I loved Barbie movies specifically. Not even necessarily dolls, just the movies. So I watched movies constantly all the time as a child. And every time my mom would buy me a new one, I'd watch it. I'd watch it on a Friday. She'd get it on a Friday because when I get out of school, of course. And I'd watch it once on Friday, once on Saturday, and then once on Sunday because I just couldn't stop watching it. Sometimes twice on one of those days. So I've seen nearly every single one of the Barbie movies except the newer ones. I've seen like a couple of the new Barbie movies because it's on Netflix. Just because like why not? Um, so I just want to see why this enrages her, Barbie the Island Princess, because Barbie the Island Princess had hands down one of the best Barbie doll dresses. If we're gonna be honest, so I'm gonna do this. If I like it, we'll finish it. I'll do more reacts later, but this is what I want to do for right now, and then I might do like an hour of Super Auto Pets. So that's what I'm gonna do. Let me get this open. Okay, it's loading. Okay, so it's the Barbie movie that genuinely enrages me. Let's see what this is about. Let me put the desktop audio on. And then let me test it real quick to make sure the desktop audio is on. So I need to open my stream up real quick.
Do you want to specify I have a really cute ponytail in because I kind of feel bald, but I also kind of feel like JoJo Siwa. Miu and Karma's a Barbie Island princess. I never really freaked with this Barbie movie
Or wearing
as a
matching
kid.
nose
I
rings.
think I only watched it like 2 times versus every other Barbie movie that came out around that time that I had watched at least 10 plus times, except Thumbelina. I hate her.
Damn, I love that movie.
Visit it specifically because I've really been wanting to rewatch Death Note, but I don't have the mental energy right now to rewatch Death Note. But the prince of this Barbie movie, Prince Antonio, is voiced by the same man.
Random thoughts, but God, I love this poster. One day we need to talk about Fruits Basket. We do.
And that voices Elle from Death Note, so it's basically like watching the same thing.
We're under no obligation to do this.
This is the hardest thing I've ever done.
The reason I
Damn, I did not know that. Is
Child,
interesting.
as we've gone over before, I had an immense amount of anxiety as a kid, and that really affected the things that I could watch and couldn't watch. There was a lot of movies I loved that I would just completely avoid because they'd make me so anxious I want to cry. This one was specifically because I didn't like how they were so mean to her, and they never heard her out on anything, and they never listened to her, and they just kind of threw her in the dungeon. Seeing her in prison physically pained me. And what made it worse is I knew what was really happening. I knew she was the princess. But yeah, that's why I only watched this Barbie movie 2 times. But rewatching this movie, I have to say, it absolutely enraged me. There were some really good moments. This might have changed to one of my top Barbie movies. I'm sure some of you who also like this movie know why I feel so enraged by it. I didn't think it was gonna make me
Listen, I don't get the smoke for this goddamn freaking elephant. I just don't get the smoke. I get like the eyes are kind of freaky, but it's the same way like how people like talk about like the Polar Express and it being creepy and weird. And I'm like, yeah, I get that. But then I'm like looking at it, I'm like, I don't feel the same way you feel about it. I just don't.
Movie know why I feel so enraged by it. I didn't think it was gonna make me this upset, but it did. We opened with 2 out of the 3 animal companions. Looking at the things that recently washed up from the storm, like a mirror and a child. Both of these animal companions are great. We got the funny, flamboyant peacock named Azul, and then we have the red panda whose name I never remembered and never wrote down in the script. Azul thinks he's the prince because he's a peacock, and the red panda is like the smarter, wiser one. You know, we have some good dynamics here. These are great characteristics in a Barbie animated movie for little animal companions. Everything is fine so far. Flashing forward 10 years, that girl they found is now an adult, and her name is Ro, and this is Tika. Not to be confused with Chica from Five Nights at Freddy's, this is Tika with a T. She is just as horrific though. I would argue she is scarier than Chica from Five Nights at Freddy's. So this Barbie isn't like the—
Bro, I'm so sorry. I can't listen. Propaganda I'm not falling for is hating this forsaken elephant. Besides like the shit that the elephant, if you watch the movie, you'll know that the elephant does like some fucked up shit. However, I refuse to fall for the propaganda of beyond them being kind of slightly a bad person. I refuse. I don't care.
The other Barbies we've seen before. This Barbie has been scavenging in the wilderness for the past 10 years. She's only known this island and these animals. She's basically Tarzan Barbie. She sings this song with the animal friends about how fun and amazing it is to live on the island. And something I was thinking about while watching the song is, how did this girl survive so long, only eating fruit? I've tried to live the vegan diet, okay? Multiple times. It's so hard to like get good protein and good strength. How has she done this? She's out here throwing spears. I try being vegan sometimes and I pass out from picking a box up, but that might also just be because I probably have an iron deficiency. So now we get the first—
Me too. Iron deficiency. Like we all have iron deficiency if you're a woman, I'm pretty sure. Because of the big
instance of why I don't like Tika, because already she is a hoarding brat that doesn't do anything. This whole section of the song, they're talking about the different places they're gonna go to explore. You know, someone's gonna take the high route and the low route and look for food and treasure, and she's gonna stay back and guard this pie. And then she eats it, and she says it like a creep. Guarding the pie. She's a creepy weirdo. In the next scene, they're all trying to sleep in their tree, and Tika keeps hitting the tree with her foot and screaming like, no, no, stop, as if she's ever had any hardships in her life, as if she doesn't live on an island where like almost everything is vegan and friends with her. Tika! The next scene is a great example of how Barbie really loves everyone and sees the good in everyone. And like, I try to do that. I really do. Like, I wake up every morning and I say, I want to be just like Barbie. It's so hard because I could never do this. Like, screw this elephant. But she goes to comfort
That's
Chica.
crazy.
Whoa, not Chica, Tika. And then Tika's a little pick-me bitch and says that she's just gonna stay up all night.
I'll just stay up for a while, like all night.
And Ro decides to stay up with her. Tika asks her to sing the Good Night song because, you know, she's needy. I really like the music in this Barbie movie. I don't think it beats Princess and the Pauper, but it's like right underneath Princess and the Pauper. Ro starts singing the Good Night song to her, and she doesn't know all the words, and she doesn't even know where she learned it from. She just knows she's always known it. And then Tika asks her to sing the part she doesn't even know how to sing. Elle from Death Note arrives. He sings a little song about how much he loves discovering things, and then he walks around the island and never sees Ro, even though she's literally right behind him. Like, she is 2 feet away from him singing with her animal friends, and he has not noticed. Tika says it's probably something bad and scary because it's different, and she's gonna hide and close her eyes and it'll probably go away. And like, the other animal friends also express concern. She just enrages me. Like, why are you so negative all the time? Ro is so happy to finally see
Bro, I think people forget. I think that the elephant is supposed to be straight up a child. The two animals in the movie, I'm pretty sure, are like adult-ish age. But I'm pretty sure the elephant is supposed to be like literally a child. But maybe I'm wrong.
something that looks like her. And I get it. Be a little scared. Like, they don't really know what it is. You don't gotta be such a brat. Elle from Death Note and his scientist friend do sadly fall down the mountain into a crocodile habitat, but it's okay because everything on this island is mostly vegan. So as soon as Rose says to stop, they stop. Now we're getting into the part in the movie that makes me upset, not because of Tika, but because of plot holes. So she washed up on the island with this trunk that says Ro. So that's how she figured out her name is Ro. She can't remember anything, okay? When Elle from Death Note rode up on his ship, she called it a floating island. So she doesn't know what a ship was. But somehow, when she got stranded here at like 6 years old, she did remember how to read. Elle from Death Note wants her to go back with him so he can save her from the island. And she says she doesn't even know his name. He is extremely enamored by her. And something I do really like about this movie is there's a lot of longing. There's a lot of good romance. Like, if the book talk girlies could get a hold of this, I know they would love it. Not the smut ones, the normal ones. So then we find out he's actually Prince Elle from Death Note. She introduces her animal friends, and when Azul starts speaking to him about how he's a prince and she is translating, Elle from Death Note and his scientist friend realize she can fully understand the animals. This movie really is just reverse Tarzan. Next, we get my favorite song in this movie, and I think it's most people's favorite song in this movie. It's an amazing song. Basically, Ro is just contemplating if she wants to go. Tika makes a bunch of like concerned faces, and I hate her because she really like ruins the moment for me, but it's okay because I love this song. She really wants to know where she came from and how she ended up on this island. Tika does tell her before the song starts that she shouldn't go. I forgot to mention that. I hate her so much. So in Elle from Death Note's verse, he does say a lot that Ro is nothing like other girls he's met before, and I'm gonna let that slide because Barbie does have so many personalities. These movies always make it clear that having more like feminine traits and feminine hobbies are never like a bad thing or something to be looked down on. They never try to put Barbie up on some weird pedestal that she's not like other girls, and I don't think this movie is trying to do that because honestly she is different than the other Barbies in the past Barbie movies leading up to this. She grew up in a literal jungle. She's using spears. She's been scavenging to survive. She is a little bit bolder and stronger, and I don't think him saying she's not like other girls he's met before is in a pick-me way, because that was also just a super common thing that was being said in the early 2000s. And was it mostly being said in like really misogynistic terms to kind of like look down on more like feminine things from women? Absolutely. I don't think this Barbie movie is doing that because we do have an opposite to her. We have a more feminine character. She's never used in comparison to Ro. Her being more feminine and liking like opera and painting never takes away from her personality, and it also doesn't take away from Ro's personality. So I think this movie is doing a good example of someone can be different and someone could be not like other girls that you've met, but it doesn't take away from the girls you have met, if that makes sense. Ro being bold and adventurous, and then Luciana, who we'll meet later, being a lot more feminine, does not affect either of them, and they're still both on equal playing fields. It's just Elle from Death Note prefers Ro because he wants to go sail the seas and Luciana wants to go like paint, and like that's fine. We're getting ahead of ourselves.
Yeah. Anyways, I just want to interject because I really forgot. I forgot that girl existed in the movie for a second. I remember her mother more than I remember that. So when she said that, I was like, what? I was like, oh yeah. But anyways, I just want to talk. That's it. No, I have nothing to say.
I like when he sings to the bird because he's moving his head like he's singing out loud and having a conversation with the bird, but he's just singing it to himself in his head. Elle from Death Note really has a good set of pipes. I don't know if I'd say this is my top Barbie song, but this is my top Barbie ballad. We arrive on the shore of the kingdom, and Ro is really happy.
Maybe top Barbie couple song, I think. I can't remember if there's any other, like, I mean, like, there's obviously the Princess and Pauper one, but like one of the top. It wouldn't be the top. It would be just one of the top.
Finally see people that look like her, and Tika has to ruin it by saying that no one looks like her.
But nobody's like me.
Where did you think you were going? No one even looks like you on this island. You're the only elephant we know of. The funny peacock wants to ride in the royal carriage, and Elle from Death Note wants Ro to also ride in the royal carriage. But when she goes to grab his hand, Tika pulls her hand away from him, and then Ro says she's gonna walk with Tika. I understand that this Barbie is trying to be like the example of like being with your friends no matter what, and like always putting your friends first, stuff like that, like not leaving your friends out. But also, if your friend is this toxic, you don't need to be friends with them. You can just leave. I like when the peacock sits with him in the carriage and he's all sad and alone. But
also, I think me injecting in here, I think the reason why, like I said, I think the elephant's supposed to be at least a child, like literally, so they have separation anxiety. Like, imagine living with someone 24/7, essentially, your entire life as a child, and then like they essentially leave you, or is going to leave you. It's like, I don't know. I get it. And so like, I don't know. I have sympathy for the freaking elephant. I'm not gonna lie. But I also get why people hate her. Also, anyways, look, this monkey. I love this monkey. I used to love this monkey in this movie. I'd watch this movie just for this monkey.
They're looking out this window, contemplating that they probably should have waited to tell their son the news that they have. And Elle from Death Note's dad, Peter, is talking about how he needs to be more responsible and be a better ruler and not go out to the 7 seas anymore. Elle from Death Note's mother tells Peter that he used to do that all the time, and
every character I like is hated apparently in this movie.
Well-adjusted ruler, very well-adjusted, as we're gonna see as this movie goes on. Elle from Death Note enters the scene and says father first, but he goes to hug his mother. And you might be thinking this is just a poorly scripted Barbie movie and like animation error. I actually think it's supposed to be symbolic of how he has a bad relationship with his father, and his father doesn't even want to hug him. Elle from Death Note brings out Ro, and at a certain point, I can't be too mad at them for not accepting her because they don't give her clothes. She just walks out in the robe she's been wearing for the last like 10 years. Even though they're a little bit uncomfortable, Elle from Death Note's mother at least tries, and she tells Ro that she's so sorry that she was alone for all those years, and Ro tells her that she wasn't alone because she had her animal friends, which leads into Elle from Death Note's mother saying that she loves animals and she loves her pet, and she introduces her to Tallulah. Ro and Tallulah start having a conversation, and I do kind of understand again why they're uncomfortable, because from the outside perspective, she just looks insane.
Nice to meet you.
Elle from Death Note's dad introduces Elle from Death
What?
Note to
A girl
his...
can't speak to animals without being weird now? God damn. I feel like, cause like the mother also talks to Tallulah, or the monkey, like, I don't know. Like, is that not... You're doing the same thing, you just can't understand what she's saying. Like, I don't know.
new future bride, Luciana, and her weird mother, Ariana Grande. So I don't know if you can tell by the presentation, but she will be the villain of this Barbie movie. Ro gets kind of sad about this and scuttles away. Again, I don't know how she didn't know what a ship was, but she knows what a bride is. Elle from Death Note immediately runs after Ro and tells her to stay and that she can have any room in the palace, but she would rather stay with her animal friends, and he said they can sleep in the stables. The animal friends, not her, but she wants to sleep with them.
I was like, what?
Trying to convince his parents that he does not want to get married because there's another girl. And then one of my favorite scenes in this movie is after he says that, it cuts to the parents looking at Ro as she's walking up this hill on the elephant's back, laughing hysterically at what this pig is saying to her. And honestly, I do understand their concern. I can't be too mad.
See, I can't defend that. I'm sorry. I'm really sorry. I can't defend that.
Elle from Death Note's dad says he can only marry a princess, though, because, like, classism. Gee, I wonder if we're gonna find out she's a princess in this movie called Barbie Island Princess. The animals all decide they're actually gonna sleep in the greenhouse, and Ro looks at this flower and puts water directly on top of the flower, and I think I understand now why I thought this is how you water flowers as a child. Now we get to understand the dynamic of the villain character. Luciana, the daughter, really doesn't want to get married to Elle from Death Note because she can already tell that he's in love with Ro, and she also wants to marry somebody she loves. There's also theories that this is the mom from 12 Dancing Princesses. Luckily, she does end up finding love one day because...
That would be weird, because it's like... I mean, I like the theory. I do love a crazy crackpot fandom theory. But, like, if she was the mother from 12 Dancing Princesses, she then dies. But, like, also births, like, another Barbie, which is a crazy, kind of cyclical, weird dynamic.
From 12 Dancing Princesses. Luckily, she does end up finding love one day because... she had 12 kids. Ariana Grande says she doesn't need love and she didn't marry her dad for love. And then her mom sings a song about how she doesn't need love because she's rich and she just needs to be rich and stop reading books because they're filling her head with thoughts. And after Luciana leaves...
Damn, woman can't read. You heard it here.
Things get a little bit dark because we find out that Ariana Grande actually tried to kill the king once with her family when she was a child, and he banished them to the pig farms. So as she grew up, she seduced a king and became the queen, and then he died from a heart condition, and she had this daughter specifically so that she could end up marrying the daughter off to the king's son, and she could then kill the king and become the queen. She's singing all of this to these...
I don't know how that makes sense. Hold on. I get, like, her having power through her daughter. But how does her daughter marrying into the princess family, then her killing the prince, or the king, make her queen when the wife is still there? Even if she killed both of them, right? Both the mom and the dad. The king and the queen. Like, it would just go down to the son. I don't get this.
Page, one of them is a mime. When I rewatch these Barbie movies to write these scripts,
also,
I only watch them.
Sorry, the rat song, if you haven't heard it, goes fucking hard. It's insane.
And double the speed because, like, I've already seen the movie before. I just need to, like, process it so I could write the script. And this is probably one of my favorite scenes that I've seen in double the speed. I really do like Luciana, though, and the 5 seconds where she was singing, she talks about how, like, hearts and love should be shared. She's, like, a very sweet person, and again, her being this more delicate person doesn't add or subtract from either Ro or her character, and I really like that they did that. Even though Ro's supposed to be the one that's not like the other girls, and Luciana is kind of supposed to be like the other girls, it still has nothing bad to say about her, and it still never puts her down. It never makes her seem like less because she's not the same as Ro. In the morning, Ro asks Tika if she sleeps well.
I can't wait till we go home.
I hate her so much. The other
That's
day on
crazy.
Instagram, I was looking through one of those like posts where it's like, your month, your Barbie animal companion. And I got Tika, and I almost threw my phone across the room. She just goes to comfort Tika again. Elle from Death Note shows up, and Tika immediately is upset.
Sorry, when you said that, I literally thought Elle showed up.
Elle from Death Note wants her to join them for tea, even though it's like literally his engagement tea, but he doesn't care because like he's in love with her and obsessed with her. Ro doesn't understand the concept of hot beverages because she's lived on an island her whole life, and when she goes to take a sip from the tea, she does burn herself, and everyone stops to stare at her like she just committed the most vile sin. Like the music cuts out. It's the most dramatic thing I've ever seen. Maybe this is where some of my anxiety started coming from. As Ariana Grande starts forcing her daughter to talk about the watercolors that she's been painting with, she ends up tripping one of the servants and all of the scones fall on Ro. And then again, it's like made out to be like it's Ro's fault and like Ro is like the awkward one in the situation. But wouldn't that be the servant's fault? Aren't they like supposed to like behead him for something like that?
That's what I was supposed to say. I was like, hello. I'm like, this is not, it's just not her fault. I mean, I guess it's embarrassing. Experience is like going to the cafeteria and getting something spilled on. It's just embarrassing, but also like that's not her fault.
Ro then scuttles away, as she loves to do. Ariana Grande has a PTSD moment from looking at the pigs with the king, and after one of them ruins her dress, she runs to find the well, and Elle from Death Note points out that it's kind of weird that she knows where the well is, even though she's never been here, except she has been here because she tried to kill the king with her family as a child. And Elle from Death Note's dad does acknowledge that that's kind of weird, but then he sees Ro back in her robes swinging in the trees with their monkey because she taught her how to swing in the trees again, and he's so disgusted that he said it doesn't matter if it's weird because he has to get married and he's not allowed to acknowledge that things are weird anymore. Again, I was so scared of this movie as a child because I didn't like how mean they were without understanding her, but I can't really be too upset. I don't know if I want my son to marry this girl either. She's talking to the animals, she keeps wearing this like robe, she's basically naked everywhere she goes, even though Tika keeps acting
that's
like
kind of
this
their
is
fault. They should
literally
just
the
give her
worst place
clothes
on earth. All of the princesses are in love with her and keep like spoiling her and petting her and playing with her and making her flower crown. There's a ball that night, the royal engagement ball, and they want Ro to go and have fun. So we get a fun montage where Tallulah is trying to get Ro to dress proper for the ball, and the red panda is trying to make her stay true to her roots, and both of them are right but taking it to an extreme measure because Tallulah wants her to become basically a completely different person, and the panda kind of just wants her to strip and wear seaweed. So she decides
crazy.
to combine both of their ideas and make what I think is one of the best Barbie dresses because it's like literally
I'm glad someone else said that. It's literally the best Barbie freaking dress. The only dress that I like kind of more, like I like it because it's so freaking extravagant. Hold on, let me show you.
To an extreme measure because strip and wear seaweed. So she decides to combine both of their ideas and make what I think is one of the best Barbie.
Like, look, the freaking peacock feathers is crazy, and the color is gorgeous, dude. There's one girl on TikTok who makes like all the Barbie freaking dresses. There's like two girls, but there's one, but like, and she made this dress, and I want to cry. I love it so much. The only dress I might like more is the Barbie 12 Dancing Princesses dress. But that's just because I really like ballet. I like the whole like ballet concept.
Dresses because it's like literally nothing like any of the other Barbie dresses. They walk in a circle and sing around her, and look how stupid Tika looks. At the ball, Elle from Death Note and Luciana are kind of hitting a wall because, you know, again, she likes opera, he likes to hike. There's nothing wrong with the fact that they don't have much in common, and again, it's not making either of them seem like bad. It's just that they're not freaking with each other. Ro enters and she's holding these dumb flowers that Tika told her to hold, but it's okay because everyone's so enamored by her. And then Elle from Death Note and her start to dance to like an orchestra version of the song they were singing earlier. It's so beautiful. The panda notices that there is a carriage that has a flag, and this flag was also washed up with Ro when she was a child. Elle from Death Note's parents are finally starting to see her as like a real human being and maybe starting to rethink the marriage, but Ariana Grande tells them that Elle from Death Note and Luciana should just get married tomorrow. Elle from Death Note asks Ro to stay with him, and she says that he belongs with Luciana, and she then scuttles away again. Outside, the red panda tells her about the flag, and she goes up to the carriage, talk to the horse. He tells her about the kingdom, and he says that he brought the
real
Duke
question,
of
okay. This is a plot thing, okay? She talks to this horse because she can talk to animals, apparently. But the question is, like, in my head, it's like Tarzan. Like, he can talk to the gorillas and stuff because he was raised with the gorillas in general area, so like of course he would. But then like But she was only raised, like, how the frick did she know how to talk to a horse? Was there a horse on the thing? Like, I'm just thinking, is all animal language the same language? Is a weird rant we had to think about. Because, like, this show is essentially asking, is, like, begging to ask specifically, is all animal language the same language? Because if it is, I guess that makes sense, but I feel like it shouldn't be. That's just me.
And she asked if they had a daughter at all, and he says no, they only had sons. But like, okay, spoilers, so Ro is the princess, queen of this kingdom, lost her daughter at sea. Why hasn't anyone pieced together that that is Ro? You would think this horse would tell her that the queen lost a daughter. Elle from Death Note's dad says that he's getting married tomorrow, and
wait,
Elle
also
from Death Note says
random,
no.
also I'm gonna spoil it. They say she only has sons, but we never see her actually meet her dad at the end. We only see her meet her mom, and we never see her meet her like brothers. Apparently, are they older? Are they younger? I don't know. I just want like a whole family reunion. That should be a whole thing. They don't do it. Anyways.
No, because he can't marry someone he doesn't love, and his sisters can just take over the kingdom.
That way
Fine,
that faded
you don't
out was crazy.
understand. It seems I may gain an
Bro.
advantage over Kira if I am to sway this lovely jungle woman onto our side.
So this is the part of
That's
the movie
crazy.
that genuinely enraged me. Elle from Death Note goes to leave a note for Ro about how he wants to run away with her, and Tika is in the garden as he's leaving this note, and then she takes the note away, and she says that he's not taking her Ro from her. Toxic. It's giving toxic. It's
Okay,
giving
this is the thing
controlling.
that I'm like, yeah, she's wrong for this. She, like, the elephant is wrong for this. Again, though, I'm running defense. I'm her lawyer. I'm the elephant's lawyer. Thank you very much. Like, I feel like she's a child. Like, she's a child. She's always been raised around this person. That's essentially kind of her mother in a way. Because, like, have we seen her mother? Like, do we know where this elephant came from? So that's essentially her mother. She's kind of like, don't leave me. I'm running defense for this elephant. I don't give a fuck. I don't care.
You have a friend like this, get rid of them.
My Ro.
And then
Like,
there's
they
this
frame it
little
as friends, but they really should frame it as, like, mother-daughter, I feel like, or something. In my opinion. My personal opinion.
sound effect that sounds like in those games where it's like so and so will remember this. And I know that we've had many jokes. We had Laguna will remember this. We have Yasmin will remember this. I think we should start Tika. Tika's the new one. Tika will remember this. I hate her so much. One of the reasons is because sometimes when you guys leave those comments, I don't really know what to say. But I will know a Tika because I will just say I hate you on every single one. Feel free to join our membership. We are the Rememberers. I did decide this because I couldn't think of another name. I specifically chose $6.99 because it's the funny number. You don't get much back from it, so don't feel any pressure to do it. All you get is like early access to a video now and then and a couple daily posts. So Ariana Grande with her mice, remember her mice, one of them's a mime, puts sunset herb in all of the food for the animals in the kingdom, so they fall asleep for like basically eternity. She uses her mice to plant the herb, and then she starts planting the little seeds in everyone's head that maybe Ro brought the disease over. And let's say hypothetically that is what happened. That's not her fault. Sounds more like Elle from Death Note's fault because he was the one that brought a bunch of foreign animals and a random girl over. Yeah, they immediately throw her in jail. She asks
That's crazy.
the guard to let her go.
I
and all
forget
the
that
animals
happened.
are
Like,
gonna
what? Like, or, like, okay, if you believe that she caused this disease, right? You quarantine her. I get, like, this is, like, medieval, whatever. But, like, in jail? Maybe I'm just, like, thinking, but, like, I don't know. Maybe that's correct for, like, the way they did it back then, truly. And she's a woman, so, like, I don't know.
starve and die, and he says that she should have thought of that before she made them sick. That's not how this works. Zool the peacock goes to eat the prison food. It also has sunset herb in it, and then he goes to sleep, which you would think, because one of the logics earlier was that her animals and herself are immune because they're like the carriers and they've been around it so long, so you would think that her animals also falling asleep would make them see that she's not the carrier of the disease, but all well. So Elle from Death Note wants them to let Ro go, and Peter agrees to do that, but only on the condition that Elle from Death Note marries Luciana. As Ro is getting sent home, Ariana Grande buys one of the guards to, you know, take her out. But before the taking out can happen, Tika has a mental breakdown. How she hid the letter from Ro and kind of caused a lot of this, because if she hadn't hidden that letter, Ro would have been gone with the prince by now. You know, the love of her life. But Ro is such a good person that she tells her it's okay, and the fact that she loves the prince doesn't mean she loves Tika more, and then they sing a song about it, and like, it's a really beautiful, heartfelt song.
She really hates her.
Just
She said
because
on
someone
purpose.
is in love with someone, it doesn't take the love away from you. It just gives you more love, because now there's more people in your circle. All that's amazing. Tika does not deserve it, though. Honestly, she should be getting taken out of the circle. A man paid to take Ro out then does the taking out and knocks all of them off the boat. Ro is struggling a lot to stay afloat because she's still holding Azul because he's still asleep. But Tika is immediately complaining as soon as she gets in the water that it's too cold. As Ro is drowning,
no one complained in friggin' Titanic when well, I guess I did complain technically, but like when also named Rose is in the water. It's cold. We all know it's cold. It's in the middle of the night in the water. I don't even know what like ocean this is, but like we can all assume it's cold.
there's a really good transition where her head goes underwater, and when she comes up, she's remembering herself as a child also drowning underwater, with people from her ship calling her Rosaline. It might not have been Rosaline, I don't really remember. And then as she sinks back down as a child, she comes back up as an adult. Outstanding. Most cinematic thing I've ever seen in a movie. But all of the good things have to get ruined
In a Barbie
this
movie.
because Tika immediately ruins it by shivering and saying she can't anymore. She just can't do it. She's kicking with 4 feet. Ro is holding a being right now. Ro is holding a peacock. Ro eventually just cries for the dolphins to help them, and they do. Inaccurate Barbie movie. Should have called like a shark or something. After Ariana Grande tells her daughter not to eat any of the food at the wedding, she puts more sunset herb in all of the food so that everyone else will like black out and get sick, and then she can rule as the queen, because Luciana would be the next queen after that. Ro gets back.
But then like, okay, she puts everyone. I'm calling foul. She puts everyone to sleep. Then who's she ruling over? She's just gonna kill these people? Like what? Like they're all asleep. They're all sick. Is it like, I don't get it. Like what? What is the plan? Hello?
to start making the antidote, and this little bird tells her that Ariana Grande put the sunset herb in all of her food, so now she really needs to make the antidote. And Tika finally does one good thing in this entire movie, but as the guards come to take Ro away, Tika like slams one of them and runs into the wedding ceremony to get the prince. Everyone comes in to freak out, and there's this lady who I am gonna spoil is Ro's mother, and she kind of just awkwardly stands in the back behind every scene going like, like, is this my daughter? I don't know. But anyway, Ariana Grande complains that Ro is spreading diseases, and Ro explains to everyone that she actually put the sunset herb and everything. And when Ariana Grande denies it, the prince and Ro tell her to eat the cake, and she also won't do that because she thinks Ro poisoned the cake. And then Luciana, being the amazing character she is, tells everyone that her mother told her not to eat the cake or any of the food. So, you know, they can all figure out that she definitely did poison the food. And then she runs away and steals a carriage. You know, every Barbie
That's
movie, they'll
crazy.
sell some, like, dolls that are a little bit
Like,
less
you might as well
money,
just
but
stay
still
there. You're not
fit
getting
with the
away.
Barbie movie, they're normally, like, background characters, and these girls are the dolls that they sell, and I like how the only real thing they do in this movie is get pushed off this ledge. I really hope that some doll collector out there is going through their collection being like, oh yeah, and then this is the Barbie from Barbie Island Princess that almost died and fell off the ledge. Elle from Death Note does this cool Sonic the Hedgehog jump to go save the girl, but Tika and Ro keep chasing her, and then Ro does one of the craziest things in a Barbie movie. She takes a stick and throws it like a spear at Ariana Grande and takes her carriage out. Ariana Grande then like falls into the mud with the pigs and has like a PTSD mental breakdown moment and just kind of collapses, possibly dies, we don't really know. Elle from Death Note's parents then apologize for not getting to know Ro and just making assumptions about her, even though some of the assumptions were kind of valid. And then we have a character development development moment from Tika because Elle from Death Note asks her to run away with him, and instead of taking her hand away, she puts Ro's hands in the prince's hand. I still hate her though. Elle from Death Note's parents decided
I for one love a redemption arc. Listen, who doesn't love a good redemption arc? Let's be so for real with ourselves. I'm for it.
that she can marry the prince, and we're just gonna like screw classism. She doesn't need to be a princess. But then 5 seconds later, we find out that Ro is a princess because this is her mother, who is the queen of that other country. No destroying of the monarch today. They sing this good night song, and Ro's mother knows the rest of the lyrics that Ro didn't know. It's very beautiful and symbolic. Something that still gets me upset is clearly they are good friends with this kingdom if they invited her to the wedding. So you think they would piece together, hey, you know how you lost a daughter at sea like 10 years ago? We found a girl at sea like 3 days ago. She looks the same, she's the same age, but no one pieces that together. The horse doesn't piece it together. Peter doesn't piece it together. I have really mixed emotions about this wedding dress.
I think it's supposed to, like, listen, not me being political, but like, I think it's supposed to represent class dynamics as some kind of reason why they don't realize. They're like, oh, a poor girl that looks unsightly, we can't have her here, type shit. And that's why I don't piece it together, ultimately.
Luciana did find the father of her 12 children. Good for her. They sing a wedding song, and Tika says she wants to stow away on their honeymoon because she's a freak. She's not even like a toxic friend and a pick-me. She's also a freak. I feel like them going to take their honeymoon on this boat is a little bit morbid. I get it's because they both want to like explore the world and that stuff. On the other hand, you did just find out that you almost died and lost your family for 10 years because you got into a boat crash. So I feel like naturally, after reuniting with your mother and finally finding peace and happiness, you wouldn't want to immediately get back on that boat. And it also makes me upset because the only scene we got from Ro with her mother is them singing the song and her saying that she lost a daughter 10 years ago.
This is what I'm saying. Like, we need a whole family reunion. But I guess they're like, I don't feel like... they're like, we don't want to animate that shit.
Then they hug. I feel like there should be a little bit more like talking between them because that's like kind of a big moment. That was Barbie Island Princess. I really enjoyed it. It definitely went up in my Barbie rank. I'm glad they decided to put Elle from Death Note in it after he died. Spoilers for Death Note. It has been like 15 years though, so if you haven't watched it, I feel like that's your fault.
Well, yeah, we're gonna get that lake and take it off my playlist. But we're gonna play Super Auto Pets now. I just wanted to watch that because I can. But no, more like because I'm bored. She also did a video about Rain, which I watched Rain during the pandemic and I never finished it. I watched spoilers. I watched up until the husband died, and then I was like, I can't. Like, I was like half like I was so invested into that relationship that I was like, I don't care anymore. I just don't care. I don't care about this relationship anymore like that. But anyways, we're gonna play Super Auto Pets for about an hour. What time is it? Yeah, we're gonna play it until like an hour, so we're gonna play like 1 to 2 games. I just want to get in the shortish stream. Okay. Let me where is it? Okay, it should come up, yeah. One day I'll do a versus with actual people, but for today we're just gonna do Turtle Pack. We always do Turtle Pack. I should have put the horse first. I'm so dumb, but it's fine. I know you shouldn't do this. This is not proper etiquette. We'll get the horse next time. We're gonna be spicy mavericks or godfathers. Or hats. Spicy hats. I'm back on my bullshit. Hold on, I need to do something. I forgot. I need to change the tag. Dang, draw. Okay, let's see. Big duck. Okay, now the question is, should I buy the pigeon, get upped up, combine the pigeon by duck, or should I just buy duck? I think I just buy duck and then I just combine pigeon. Wait, no, I don't think so. It's not worth it on third run or whatever you call it round. Okay, yeah. Sad for me. They're gonna give me a pity heart back. One day I'll run through this and not have to get a pity heart ever. Okay, let's see. We sell the duck, maybe, to give the kangaroo more health. Trying to see. Does that make sense? Sell duck, get health, buy kangaroo. Or I could also buy peacock. I think, I'm selling duck no matter what, okay? I think I buy peacock now. Swan. Should I... Why is it plus attack? So then I sell this mosquito. Just because pigeon's a bit too big right now, like I'll sell it probably next round if I would to sell it. To get swan. I could also combine horse, but I don't think that's worth it right now. Yeah. And then let's roll. And then see if we can find any food or anything. I think we freeze the peacock and then buy the pigeon just to level it up, just to see if we get any other animal. So and then we do this. Yeah, that makes sense. And then I'll sell the pigeon in a bit. In next round, probably. Dang, sniped my horse. Okay. And then we give that to the peacock, and then we're gonna give the other one to the swan. Yeah, I think that's what we're gonna do. I was like thinking, is there any other animal that'd be better than giraffe? But I think this is fine.
Giraffe.
And they juice them up, and then we buy, and then we see what's going on. Sorry battle, deal 4. Maybe I combine the horse and then buy dolphin, possibly, maybe, possibly. Possibly, maybe. We can also just get an apple and then juice the swan up. There's a question. I think I buy dolphin. I don't usually play dolphin, so this is gonna be an interesting play here. But let's see. Or should I keep him in the back just to balance it out? I think that's fine. Kind of the worst one to take out, but it's fine. Okay, at least it's a draw. I just need to, now that it tells me I need to start leveling shit. Or meet who? I got rid of all my cell pets. I got rid of my cell pet. Well, technically giraffe is kind of just like here, and I'm willing to get rid of a dolphin I'm willing to get rid of giraffe and horse, possibly. These, like, horse possibly, giraffe definitely, dolphin maybe as well. Swan's pretty good, so we're gonna keep him for now. Is it worth leveling up this freaking horse? Or should I just let it go? Let me decide. So I can buy this apple, feed it to one of these two, and then like freeze one, maybe not freeze, but like at least roll if I decide not to level it up, and then he's not that level, so if it goes +2, that'd be 5. It's not like if I do level him up, it's not like horrible to sell him after, I don't think. And I still have at least a giraffe to sell to get better. So I think that's fine for right now. I'm gonna level up the swan, I think. Or should I? Yeah, swan. And we'll do the horse, turtle. But like turtle is good, but I just don't know who I'd give it to. Like I guess I just freeze it now because I can't use it anyways. So I'll just freeze the turtle. When is he unlocked? On turn 7. Okay, so I had to buy he'd be most useful next round if I was to do anything, but only if I get something good here. I really don't want that dolphin. And then I think this order still makes sense. Maybe I do like that just to level up my peacock a little bit. And then dolphin's fine. It always goes for the freaking tarantula. I think it's a lose round, possibly. Yeah, it's definitely. That's fine. I will just need to level up more. We're not doing good in the leveling. Okay, let's see. I want to buy this turtle, but I'm like, who should he go to? Because I'm about to tell this giraffe is doing nothing for me right now. I can't use this pill yet because there's nothing to put it on. Nothing good, at least. We'll fix this order in a second. I'm trying to figure out. What am I doing? I don't really want this dolphin. Let me see, like, what? Maybe I do want this dolphin. Maybe I do. Maybe. Not worth. Okay. I can't do this now. Because I'll be wasting money. Huh. I don't know if camel's worth it. I don't know why I'm thinking about it. Because my lineup is, I'm trying to get deer whale possibly, if they give it to me. If not that, then possibly hippo. They already gave me a hippo, but like, I don't know. Like, since I'm like about to get rid of this dolphin turtle, I mean, I'm like, should I give him a honey pot just because I don't really want to roll 3 times? This is what I'm thinking about. I don't think it's worth it, but I'm like, it's not really 3 times. Well, let me see. Like, let me see what's unlocked now that I could get. That would be good to roll for. Maybe spider. Maybe we roll for spider. I don't think that's worth it enough. Bunny also is kind of good, but I don't know if I can utilize them right now. I don't think that's useful enough for me to get. Yeah, I think this is fine. I'm just gonna I'm gonna honey pot the freaking turtle. I'm doing it. It's dumb. I know it's dumb. I'm going to change. Cause I'm about to peel this turtle as soon as I get the chance. As soon as I get the chance. Also, I fucking forgot to rearrange the order, but I think it's fine. Okay. This is a waste. This is a waste, but there's something they've given me. They've given me nothing. This is stupid. I forgot. I didn't think that was gonna actually happen. Also gives me money. And I got a pill. And I got a pill this time. Too bad it's too late. Well, not too late. It's just like kind of not worth. This deer only is worth it if I can also get the whale. Trying to think. Trying to think which is more valuable, the horse or the dolphin. I think the horse is more valuable, but the dolphin is so tempting for later. I feel like I've locked in too hard on this, but like we're gonna do it. Okay. If we get a whale next round, we have to sell the swan of the horse or one of these two. We'll see. I think we lose this. Possibly, because their freaking peacock is huge. I mean, mine's huge too, but it has more health. So that's a problem. Well, never mind. Never mind. Excuse me, never mind. I am stronger. I am the stronger one. Nothing good, I don't think. Nothing that I need. Okay. Nothing that I need. Still nothing. Hopefully, we get one and we get... If we are lucky, we get a swan. To level the swan, to see what we get, to see if we can unlock a next tier at the next tier, and then yeah, but next tier for like food more than anything else, not even for the animals. Nope, luck is not on my side today. Okay, well, they gave me something. Well, they would give it to me now. They would give it to me now. I don't want it. And then we sell the horse. I don't think we need a horse anymore. Well. Okay, we're still stronger. Ooh! We buy cow. We juice deer. Oh, we juice deer and maybe we juice peacock. And then we buy whale. I think I also juice peacock. Because he could stand to be stronger. The problem now is that I really need whale to actually have melon, so that's fucked up for me. I juice deer again. I want to buy the cupcake just because, like, I have nothing else to use it for. So, buy a cupcake, we put on a whale just for this round. I hate when I get to 3 coins and that's something that I want to buy here or here. And they give me a cupcake and I'm just like, I don't really want to roll. That's something I'm looking for right now. I mean, I'm looking for melon. I guess I should roll but then I'm like, it's just for one thing. It's the only thing that I would want. And I can't get melon right now. Anyways, never mind. So never fucking mind. But like chocolate, sushi would be good, but whatever. I think I should put the swan in the middle. And yeah, that makes sense. Oh, their hippo, it's fucking tanked out the wazoo. I don't know if I can beat this man. Oh, pain. They would have a fucking huge hippo for no reason other than to piss me off. See, now I have a turtle, but I'm like, I would have to sell the swan, and I'm like, well, like, to be fair, swan is good, but like, if I get like a shark. Should have froze a shark then. If I was going to do that. Sell swan, buy turtle, pill turtle, possibly, if I get a pill. And then possibly also get a shark. These are all possibilities. So maybe I go to whale. We start the transformation now in hopes that we get shark. We'd freeze this. We always freeze that. Well, better than nothing. Now this turtle's kind of weird. He's kind of awkward because I don't have anywhere to put him that would be good. I guess. No. This is all weird. I'm putting him in the back. It's a waste, but like, I don't know if I made a grave mistake. I don't know if I made a grave mistake. Okay. So it's not bad. I just don't know what to do. Now I need a pill. I like have to get a pill. Crocodile. Fly is good if I get a shark. Let's level this deer. Might as well. Boar's also kind of good. Now I gotta get a pill. Oh, this is all bad. This is all bad. It's all bad. It's all horribly bad. Okay. Oh, if this was just a pill, it'd be so fucking worth it, dude. Maybe I had to go for boar. I'm just upset. I'm just upset. Oh, I'm upset. We do one more roll because we don't have enough to buy anyways. So, to buy anything right now anyways. But buy only one thing. Oh, pain. It's all fucking pain. Oh, I have it set up and I just don't have anything good here. No, there's nothing good here. Oh, and I went to the thing that I didn't want to go to. I'm freezing these. I know I'm wasting spots, but I don't have anything else. I just think about this shit. It's so hard. This is all stupid. This is all dumb. I have so many things frozen in for what? If they give me a pill next round, I will scream with joy. Genuinely. Maybe I should have done freeze a steak because I have nothing to use it on. And we need the pill more than we need the steak right now. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. I know what the problem is. I already know what the problem is. They just give me milk. Well, how? Wait. melon is... Anyways. I hate that they gave me melon and then a pill as well. I'm pissed. And then... Then we roll for one, and then we just to see if we can get anything besides this boar. I guess boar's fine. Yeah, I think this is fine. Maybe pizza. I don't think it's that worth it. Dang it! Dang it! I was like, ooh, maybe. I'm annoyed. Boar's technically better than shark, but let me see. Let's think. Because we could sell a boar right now. Don't know if this is a good thing for me. Oh, like a good... But we sell a boar right now, right? Buy cow. Sell cow. Buy shark. Put milk on shark. Just to put both milks on shark. Just to boost it. So I have nothing that's fainting, I think, that would give it more health. But maybe I'm wrong. This is a swing. It's a hard swing we're gonna do here. Let's buy this before anything. Okay, that's fine. And then sell cow, buy shark. Okay. Ooh. This is only good if I still have like a... It's not only good then, but it's also really good if I would have a freaking snake. But maybe I could put it... Maybe I sell the camel. Put the tiger behind the camel. That's an option, possibly. I can roll one more time since if I would sell a camel, it would give me 2 gold, I think. So yeah, it would. So but it gets like +4. This is friend ahead repeats ability. This is level 1. So it would be I would put it behind the whale. That's what I was thinking. Let's roll one more time to see if we get anything better than that. I don't know if this is a good decision, but I'm gonna do it. And then, yeah, this war is fine. Yeah, I was like, I beat this boar. There's no fucking way. Okay, it actually hit all my good hitters. We're putting the steak on the shark. And we're freezing the tiger for next round. Because I don't really need him right now to be that strong. But next round I might. I only have one heart and a dream. When we love this order. This peacock's scary, but I'm gonna have faith. Hate the freaking thing. Hate the monkey. Hate him to death. He's annoying. Okay, yep, I knew it. Okay. Okay. We buy this. Would mushroom on deer make any sense? Because we only have 5. So, like, if it gets the peacock, right? It put mushroom on deer. Deer becomes the bus, but also it would come back as another deer. So then I have 2 deers, and then plus the deer that I would have swallowed here. Is that crazy? I'm doing it. That seems like an insane idea, but I'm doing it. Oh, they would give me cows now. And then we juice the shark, I think. Oh, this might be the end. There are other animals that are weak in the back. So if I can just make it through the first 2, I think we're good. But I don't know if we can do that. Yikes. It was a good team though. I'm sad. I'm sad about that. I'm gonna play one more game. Again. Yeah, I think I run with this. We run with this team. Bright glasses. I love this background. Okay, good tie. Okay, I think I like this. Just for the beginner team. Okay. Is it worth scaling up this ant? Not really. I scale him up just to see if I can get like more pets. Bruh, I don't know why Sloth is here. He's cute. We buy the honey pot, we put it on the mosquito. Oh, that'd be crazy, but I might do it. But I think I'm looking for too many things right now, so let's see. Oh, that's dumb. Yeah. Okay, that's fine. Ooh, huh. Why did I do that? I should have did this first. Faint. Give me rest. Rent behind. Okay, I think this is right. Yeah. Yep. Sorry, I still read too quickly, but I still won. Doesn't matter. It would be better to, but like it's kind of fucked, so I can't do that. But, hold on. I think we freeze this pill, and we do this. And we buy this, and we roll, and then we freeze that. I think for next time. And next time we might have to kill the duck if I get something good. Because I leveled the sheep. Hopefully I get something good. We buy that, we kill the flamingo. Okay. Dang, 2 pills. Deer. Well, it was random, but I don't really trust where this is gonna go. Actually, I should sell a duck, actually. This makes the most sense. Give them more health. Buy this. Then we pill the flamingo. I think that's fine for now, and then we buy the dog. And then we put the dog in the back. And then I don't know if I need a pill for anything else, but I want to freeze one. I want to freeze one just in case I get like a turtle, and then I whale at the same time, which I don't know if I will, but let's say we do. Yeah. And the order is fine, I think. Yeah, that's all fine. Oh. Okay. I just buy that for next time. I don't need any camel. Nothing is ever here for me. But I got both these frozen now, so that's fine. And I think we sell Ant next time if I get a whale. I don't get Rat. Like, why is Rat here? Ooh, enough health on the boy. Not enough health on the boy. Takes away from the dog's power just a little bit, but that's fine for me. I'm freezing the other thing just because I can. Well, actually, I don't need it because I'm not really trying to level them up like that. Give me a whale, please. Please. I only know how to play like 2 different combos, and I always lose. I just need a whale on this last roll. I sound like gotcha companies. Give me a whale, please. I don't even need sheep. I don't even need you. I could get hippo. This is my backup plan, but like maybe I shouldn't do this because it's wasting a spot, but we only do this if we don't get whales. It's stupid, but like we only do this because of it. I've gotten bad at this game again. I don't need you. The thing is, if I get rid of the sheep, I have to get rid of the horse, because the horse is only there to really help my sheep. Ultimately, like, he's also good for in-lobby stuff, but like, it's kind of worthless right now. I guess monkey's kind of good too. Let me see something real quick. I think I get rid of sheep. Because it's one of these 3. Like, if I were to get rid of any of these, because I definitely need these 2. But, like, from least likely to most likely, dog's kind of good. But then it also kind of wasteful on the sheep, and then horse is kind of okay. It's good on summoning things, but it's like good for only 1 turn and only in the game as well. I don't know. Let's see. Let's think. Let's think. Let me think. Because, like, technically, if we're talking about abilities, horse is the most useful. But if we're talking about, like, as far as, like, health and attack, dog is the least useful. And sheep is the most useful. I think I sell a horse. I think I decided. I think I sell a horse by a monkey, put a dog in front. But no, actually, it doesn't make sense. Put sheep in front. I was going to do that. Break it, we freeze everything. Oh, I shouldn't. It's all dumb. All of it's stupid. Yeah, it's fine. That was a bad round. Thank you very much. It just was. Okay. Okay, well, I'm being honest. I'm selling your ass. Oh, shit. But it's fine. Sometimes I just don't think, and that's fine. It sounds insane what I'm going to do, but but it's so worth it. Now they give me a freaking whale. Now they do. Annoying. Oh, my freaking leg. I'm sitting on my desk and it's cutting the oxygen off. We're losing this. We don't get to this dog. Oh, Lord. Unfortunately, I think that's it for tonight. I'm cooked. I'm tired as hell. We will play tomorrow night, and we're probably also gonna be like a very short stream tomorrow. It's just I'm really tired, and I really want to wake up kind of early, kind of early, to eat food and stuff. So that's all I'm doing tonight. Thank you very much. That's all I'm doing. But anyways, that's all. So me personally, I'm leaving. Goodbye. I hope you have a good night though. Just give me 1 second. Okay, well, have a good night, guys. Wish you well.